That's what's going on there. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to VR Master League. I'm Swift, I'll be your caster and cameraman for today. And for this match we've got for you, Quackheads versus Alpha. Should be a very close game considering these teams' history. Of course, Alpha's roster, previously known as Alpha Ducks, has changed quite a lot since we've seen even this matchup in particular. I believe the Quackheads getting the boss, new to their roster. Well, newish, I guess you could say. Not really new since the last time we've seen them, but new since season 1. And this being a Diamond v Gold matchup should be pretty good. And that amazing logo from Alpha, of course. Doing their protests, if you will. We should be starting relatively soon here. All the players are indeed in the match, and did get one ready. Looks like Quackheads are just practicing their boosting and etc. And hello to everybody in the chat, of course. What's up, Bad Elmo, Coney, Fast and Furious, Quadruple 3, and Ali Dark as well, cheering on Alpha. And I mean, I do this like almost every time now. Can we get some smilers in the chat? Are there any smilers? There you go. Give some positive vibes in the chat. And there's a few alleys in here. That's gonna be fun. Is it the same one? Okay. Fast Furious with the Frankers. If you, I'm gonna take this time to shout out that if you use Frankerfaces, which is a browser plugin, you can get a few more emotes in this channel, and you'll be able to see all of the lovely emotes that people may be putting in the chat that may or may not use the Frankerfaces plugin. And yeah, you just get a few extra emotes. Essentially, it's not in VRML 2 or VRML 3 yet, I don't believe, but it is in this one, so you can use those. You'll still see the chats if you're not using the browser extension. Just essentially, if I type this in the chat, you'll see an emote instead of text if you have that extension installed. And looks like Anyman rejoining for Quackheads, so we should be getting pretty close to start time here. I don't believe we have Pogyu in this for some reason, or no, for one reason or another. But either way, we are beginning round 1 now of what should be a very close matchup. Again, considering these teams passed, and I'm looking forward to seeing this. Played with National Agency myself earlier today, just in pub matches, and was just warming up, it seems. So should be plenty warmed up as this pass comes through for Alpha, and indeed will be a long shot by Stoty, taking that one in for the 3 immediately. And that is that's the first goal. 10 seconds in, and they do find a 3. So a great mail slot there from Stoty, albeit from relatively close range, but still a mail slot is a mail slot, and it is a 3-pointer. So we'll carry a lot of weight later on in the round, in fact, as this pass comes through for Middleman. Now to the boss, backing it out now. Trying to find some time with this. Trying to split up that stack from Alpha. Does seem like they are doing so successfully. The boss trying to take this one up. Will go for the 2, but there goes Stoty with the save and the clear. And now the Alpha stack trying to get forward, but a nice couple of stuns here from the defensive Quackheads, and they will find themselves a little bit more time, although still not much. The boss having to pretty much slap clear that one. Stoty now gonna opt for yet another clear, just gonna go into the hands of Middleman now, and they're gonna try and clear and boost this. Man actually just gonna slap this one further down, the stack retrieving it, and the 3-pointer coming through for Middleman. Good play there by Quackheads, and immediately responding with the 3 points. So it's all tied up here, and 8 minutes and 20 remaining, and it is going to be a close game, if indicated at all by what we've just seen at the very start of the round. A lot of brawling happening here in the midline. Going to give Stoty a little bit of a chance to walk this one up. Now, just going to go for the 3 again. So Dominic, the goalie, pushing out a little bit too far from Quackheads, and Alpha taking advantage of that, taking in another 3, 18 meters a second, 9 meters out. A good shot by Sir Dominic, just getting it past the goalie. It's becoming much more viable nowadays to have a goalie that pushes out a lot more. I don't know if you notice, Torrin from Phantoms does this quite a lot, pushes out a lot out of goal as a goalie, and to try and put pressure on. Sometimes though it does not work out if you push a little bit too far or get stunned, and we just saw the downsides of that right there. And this clear coming through now for Alpha, and it actually seems like National Agency is going to be left with an open goal yet again, and he is in fact going to take that one in for the 2. And now 8-3 to Alpha, which is not as big as a lead as it seems this early on into the game. And just seems like the brawls are working out here for Alpha, stopping any stacks of Quackheads, stopping the defense, and here comes another joust advantage from them. And now Gob trying to get it through the defender there, National Agency, but just not able to find the shot though. And National Agency trying to recollect, goes for an anchor shot, not on target. Sir Dominic going for the second one, and he will get that one through for the 2. That's great shot placement there by Sir Dominic. Right by the goalie's feet, very difficult to save, even for a great goalie such as one in Quackheads. Middleman. Wow, it took me a minute. Sorry about that. Anyway, this pass coming out to the boss. And now Gob trying to get this pass over. You know what it was? It was me trying to focus on all the replay stuff, and then made myself kind of focus on 2 things at once, which never works. But Stoty's going to be left, nevertheless, with a goal. We're occupied by 2, but still takes a shot. Not quite going to work out. Now Quackheads with the clear and boost. Won't get their guys down far enough, but the boss putting on plenty of pressure with that leech now. And this being intercepted now by Middleman. So good play there by Quackheads to win them back the possession. Now a fight down for the disc. Stoty will win that one, and in fact he will come ahead of it with the through the tunnel. Goes for the boop shot, not quite going to be on target though. And Sir Dominic trying to get this one, but Middleman trying to go for the clear, and it just doesn't make it through. This cross pass now to National Agency. He's just going to be forced to try and throw it in the air, but not much of it. And Gob now trying to get this clear and boost down mid yet again, which hasn't really been working out for them too well this game. Gob trying to put on some pressure there with some stuns and stop them from making this turnover play. And trying to get a stack by themselves, but they've messed the stack up, and now it's a 2-on-1 for Alpha. Unless they're able to get this last minute stack through. And Now it's a 3-on-2, so Dominic here just trying to find as much time as he can with the disc, and now 4-on-2, and he will make it on the bounce shot. Just putting on immense amounts of pressure with those stuns at the back line. Alpha just doing a really good job of preventing Quackhead's defense from coming back and just finding those passes and keeping them back. It's really bringing them ahead this round as we do see a rematch. Or a timeout. Well, it's 12-3. I did not see the time. It was roughly, if I recall correctly, about 5.5 minutes, I think. Don't take my word on that. I wasn't looking at the time, so. Does seem like they've got this under control. But yeah, I mean, so far Alpha is doing a really good job of stopping the defense of Quackheads, as I've said 100 times, but I'll say it even again because I mean it's true, and they're definitely able to get this one. Although, we'll ask questions later about that. Not too sure who the other spectator is, but no idea. Anyway, it does seem like we're kicking this round off, although the timer hasn't been changed. Let's open the comms, see what's going on.
I wasn't sure whether you wanted to burn our technical for that.
Well, we wouldn't have been able to.
Well, if you're going to do that, I'm going to go and let me just get some more batteries to hand.
I've already readied up, so.
And Martin is recording on his other computer, it seems.
Batteries lying on my desk that I don't know which are right, which aren't.
Although I don't know, I thought they outruled that. Maybe they didn't. Maybe I'm being an idiot, or maybe you got permission. I'd say it's probably likely. And off comes the timeout, and we're back into the round. 4:34 remaining. Let's hope the disc is in the right place, and it is indeed on the Quackheads for the joust advantage. He can record his own point of view. This is true, although he isn't a spectator client, and this one being taken through for Sir Dominic off of that anchor shot immediately again. These interceptions from Alpha, absolutely killing. And Quackheads now trying to get this pass off to Gob, and now Gob getting this one not quite to the boss, and another interception comes through for Alpha. The boot shot not on target. And coming through for Sir Dominic on a one-on-one. So Dominic going to make that one through for the two. Just getting it past middleman there. Putting it past his head. And the shots very close to the head are actually a lot more difficult to save than it seems like. It's difficult not to punch yourself in the face saving those. And as such, will win Alpha a lot of points, and they're really finding themselves ahead this game. I was not expecting this sort of lead to come out of this game, although Quackhead's trying to bring this one back with a 3, just missing though on the open goal. Stoty here taking this one out for Alpha, trying to get this pass off, but the Quackheads with a lot of pressure here. Boss here finds an open goal, and he will take it for the 3. A great shot by the boss, incredible positioning. And just great pressure put on now by Quackheads, and able to get that disc forced to clear, and the boss with that incredible striking as well. So although Alpha found themselves ahead this round, Quackheads looking to come back with 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. It is doable, but very difficult at that. This bounce pass coming through from Stotey, just going to miss his teammate, but Sir Dominic on the second attempt, not quite going to make it, but National Agency just going to take that one and sling it in for the 2 on the recovery. And now 19-6 for Alpha, yet again, winning those points straight back. And this pass coming through, it seems like they're trying to hold back a little bit more now. Quackheads trying to break up the stack of Alpha, but it's just not worked. They've just got handed an intercept, and this one going to be a bounce pass, if you will, to Sir Dominic, but missing that shot on the goalie, trying to paint the post, but does a little bit too much, and going to miss that one. Quackheads now trying to walk this up, but there are just no players up at the moment. The clear and boost. The boost was through, but the pass wasn't quite on target. The boop shot comes through, and it's almost on target, but it's just going to bounce away. Uncontested so far, but now the boss just trying to clear this one again. The intercept from National Agency of Alpha. And now Stotey trying to find a pass. Progresses again, and National Agency with a signature shot with the wrist flick. It's very unique, and kind of one of the first things most people are told when they ask for advice. So he takes this one in, and he will take this one up for the 2, 21-6, and I really wasn't expecting this sort of lead in this game. But Alpha are just running away with it at this point, and now looking for a mercy win, it seems. So yeah, I mean, from a lot of coaches, they'll to throw accurately, a lot of them will tell you the first thing to do is to not throw it like a frisbee, throw it like a disc. But it seems like National Agency's completely thrown that out of the book. But Gob trying to make a 3-pointer on the open goal, not quite on target though. And they really do need some points at the end of this round so that they can build some momentum into round 2. And try and find out what they need to do with their offense to get some points through. Because right now, Alpha's stack is just destroying Quackheads on their offense. Putting on too much pressure. And now this 3-pointer from Middleman coming through. But it's going to be intercepted by Stotey and cleared away. 21-6 in the first round to Alpha. I've said it a million times, and I'll say it again. This match should not be... Oh, for goodness sake. This match should not be this far apart. And we should have correct stats next time. Apologies again. Unfortunately, wasn't able to catch the thing. And it seems like we will be starting with round 2. Oh, Ali, don't worry. I've been more nervous than this. It seems like we're seeing a... oh yeah, we're seeing a restart so that they can reset the time because we had a restart in the middle of last round. And it seems like we will have the minute timeout as well. And I mean, Ali, yeah, I mean, anyone can get into casting. If you watch my first few casts, or if you watch anyone's first few cast, it always sounds like that. When the first time in front of an actual audience is very feels very weird. But over the months now, and over the because I've casted quite a few games over. I think I've done over 30 this season, which is the most I've done in a season, obviously, because this is only my first season, I guess, officially casting, because I only started doing it in the finals and the finals bracket of last season. But yeah, I mean, not to say that anybody can't do it. And I would definitely, if you are interested, not just Ali, but anybody watching, if you're interested in casting, go and head on that League announcements channel in the Discord and fill out that form. And because we always need new casters, as Stoty walks this one in, and he always needs those points as well, it seems. Takes that one up for the 2. But yeah, if anybody is interested, of course, we'd love to have you on. And yeah, we need, again, more people than ever with the amount of teams joining now. The league is just huge at this point. Very, very difficult to keep up. Of course, we keep trying to represent all of the teams as Sir Dominic comes in with that 3 to shut me up. And Gravity are playing at 8 PM BST, just to answer your question. Henry Shaw. That's Gravity versus Ares, I believe. As this pass comes through for the boss in this first attempt, this round from Quackheads, but just missing the open goal. They really need to make those opportunities if they want to come back against Alpha, because those are the sort of opportunities at the moment Alpha are taking advantage of. And Quackheads can take advantage of these, but I don't know what's going on right now. But they're not playing like their usual selves, it seems, this game. But a couple of stuns will win them back the disc as another offensive attempt comes through. The stack is there, but just overshooting the disc. But Iron Man trying to pick it up, just missing the disc though. And Martin the Third going to sling that one out for the clear. Although the stack for Quackheads is there, but forced to slap clear this through. A strange bounce makes its way to the boss's hands, and he's just going to try and walk this one up the floor. Good positioning here from Quackheads, and this is where they should really find some points, and indeed they do. Middleman taking this one up behind the goal, and an almost guaranteed goal as soon as they find a break in the defense, and also have a very good position like they all did on the floor there. Had plenty of passes. It's they can maintain possession very well. They're just struggling to set up, it seems, at the moment. They're not really getting enough time because the stack from Alpha is really tearing them apart at the minute. But they're hoping to change this in round 2. Stoty's actually just going to be able to walk this one all the way through for the 2. And they need to put some pressure onto that play with the disc. They can't just mark all day. And I mean, I do expect them to know this. But yeah, I mean, it's more difficult to see what's going on inside the game than it is out. So I don't know. What do I know? Anyway, this pass coming through to the boss, but unfortunately going to miss the goal here. And this one going to go to Sir Dominic, but that's a great interception from Gob. But another save from Stoty, and he's going to bring this one out of the Alpha bubble. The stack comes through, but Quackhead's finding the disc with their stack first, so good interception there. And now just a brawl for the disc. Middleman trying to find it, but brought away by National Agency, but the boss able to recover that one. But now stolen by Sir Dominic. He's going to try and find this clear and boost for Alpha. And it seems like Alpha getting stunned away here at the midline. And now Gob getting stunned away by Stoty, able to collect the disc as well. Although Alpha still trying to get their stack. Missed the disc, but they will recover it with speed. Man third, passing to Sir Dominic now. And he's going to try and find this pass. 2 under the goal to National Agency will! And National Agency will find that too as well. Now Middleman with the this pass to Gob, but that is the discs that they really shouldn't be missing, and the 3-pointer coming through for Alpha, but not quite making that shot. Not that one either. Gonna ding away, and now National Agency getting stunned, and Quackheads luckily able to retrieve that one and prevent any goals off of that mistake there, mishandling the disc in their own time zone. Their own time zone? Sorry, I was reading chat here. As National Agency goes for the 3, but just missing off the mini block. And now left with another open goal, but not for too long. The boss taking that one up. National Agency now with the pass. So Dominic, but not quite able to get the shot through. Although Martin III might be able to recover this for Alpha, but the pass isn't there. And now Quackheads trying to retrieve this with their own stack. Man here going for this pass to the boss, but mishandling the disc again. And they're just losing the disc so many times to these little mistakes, and it's really costing them a lot of goals here. And now Quackheads with the retrieve stack on the other end, and they do have that 2-pointer left with an open goal. And it's a bit unusual here for Quackheads to see them make so many mistakes, and what for them should be fairly simple. And so Dominic getting this pass over to Martin. And they're trying to try and walk this one up slowly. They have all the time in the world to kill. They're 5 points ahead. 3 minutes 46 remaining. They're just going to try and kill as much time, but Stoey killing a little bit too much time as this one gets stunned and cleared away by Quackheads. Can they get there first? No, they get stuck on a block. But Gob getting there first anyway. Can he take this shot on the tight 3-pointer? No! He's going to get that pass out instead. But not recognizing that Alpha stack was already there. They did not have enough time to get that pass out. And now Quackhead's losing the disc once again, and it's going to be Alpha here on the offense here, trying to get this clear and boost through, but just waiting for the teammates to get stacked here. But it's going to be Quackheads retrieving that off the missed clear, and this pass coming through a little bit too quickly and missing and hitting Stoty of Alpha again. Mounting the third, looking for this pass to National Agency. The 3-pointer not coming through. And now National Agency getting it stolen by the boss. And another clear and boost here from Quackheads. Now trying to find it. Gob will he take the 2? Yes, he will. Against 2 goalies there, but the 2 defenders from Alpha just getting back, and it's difficult to read. And now 6-9 for, should I say 9-6 to Alpha. Nice. And Middleman taking this one down to the boss, trying to get this cross pass to Gob. He's going to try and walk this one through to the bubble, gets the pass to the boss, and that is a great cross for Quackheads, and that's exactly the plays that they need to be making against Alpha. The passing plays to break up their defense. And now 1:40 remaining on the clock. And so Dominic trying to get this one away for Stoty there. Gonna try and put some more points on the board, it seems. They're playing pretty aggressively right now, and that seems like it may end up costing them this intercept now by Man. This could be a great comeback for Quackheads, assuming they're able to recollect on the other end. The boss seems uncontested on the half of Alpha, and the boss will put it in for the 2. Now finding a 1-point deficit for for Alpha. And Boopin there showing his support for Quackheads. Ali showing the opposite. And Man is going to try and extend the lead now of Quackheads, it seems. 50 seconds on the board, and this is a pretty aggressive play from both teams. They're just trying to, well, Quackheads trying to extend their lead, and this 3-pointer going to miss on the open goal. Well, was open for a brief period. Man taking this one for Quackheads. They should try and waste all the time in the world here. But Middleman getting his pass up to the boss, and that's a 2-pointer, which will surely, may seal this for the 3-round game. Seemed quite hectic. It could have gone either way there, really, with the brawling there in the midline. Again, if something tragic happens here, it could be an OT, but I doubt Quackheads are going to let this happen. No, instead it's going to be stolen away by the boss, and the 3 doesn't quite connect. Well played by Quackheads to come back in the second round, and they seem to have gotten their stuff together. And they weren't quite able to get anything done really in the first round, and now we're seeing what seems more like play that should be coming out of Quackheads. And there you go. There's some accurate stats for you for once. Coney saying I'm just here for good gameplay. Well, you came to the right place. Wink. And just looking at the stats for a brief period. And gonna be Sir Dominic taking the majority of the points for Alpha. On the other end, gonna be the boss for Quackheads. Really stepping up the offense with those passes in the second half of round 2. And now kicking it off for round 3, hopefully. Both teams are able to find some sort of rhythm. As, I mean, I'd love to see another round like that. Because that was just really entertaining to see. And let's hope this round 3 goes just as well. But actually both players missing the disc. This one bouncing through for Quackheads, almost bouncing the right angle for the goal, but not quite making it. Quite strange, both first stacks missing the disc on both teams. And prediction, round 3 is going to be OT? I hope so. The boss here takes this one down, gets this pass to Gob, not quite online, but will collect it off the bounces anyway. And now passing back is going to be Quackheads, seeming to take much more control than they had in the first round. On the first half of the second, Gob trying to take this one up for the 2. Gonna miss that shot though, but it is going to be bounced down to Irony Man. Irony Man trying to find that the pass, but it seems like there was a bit of miscommunication happening there. As the pass was to nobody, and actually Martin the third collecting it on the other end and putting that one in for a 3. Again, we're constantly seeing at the start of these rounds, it's almost always a 3-pointer for one team or another. And now Middleman trying to walk this up for Quackheads, trying to respond to the 3 with maybe a 3 themselves, but Ironman missing the disc, and that just won't happen. Martin getting this quick back pass to Stoty. And this clear and boost coming through for Alpha, but just overshooting the disc and not reading the bounce correctly. That's a good stun here from Quackheads, but they're not quite going to be quick enough to the disc. National Agency finding the disc eventually, but a great steal and stun by Gob now. And this pass up to the boss. See, before Quackheads were doing a lot of clear and boosting, which Alpha were just beating them to almost every single time, and now they're passing the disc up much more often. Stoty left with an open goal for him a little bit of time, but not quite capitalising on it. And the boss trying to take this one up now for Quackheads yet again. And seems like the boss is alone here on a 1-on-4, but the back pass comes through, and not enough time found here. The Alpha stacks through, and they indeed will get the clear and boost and retrieve it on the other end. National Agency putting that one in for the 2. And again, Alpha showing that they are the Alpha over Quackheads in these clear and boosts situations. Now Middleman trying to find this pass up, but just some more mistakes unfortunately from Quackheads. And now the 3 coming through, but not online. And recollected now by Martin, who's going to try and pull this back and find some more time for Alpha, and they found enough. So Dominic walking this one up, trying to find the cross, just missing National Agency though. And now Martin trying to get this one through to Sir Dominic. Will indeed. Sir Dominic looking for the hook shot under the goal, but not able to find it. And the stack already coming through for Alpha. So Dominic trying to find his teammate, but the boss with the steal, and Stotey stealing it straight back. This past the National Agency in the one-on-one, and the middleman will get that save, the close range battle there. And again, that's all that aggressive goaling I mentioned earlier, and another save from middleman on that bounce shot. And this one going to be mishandled by National Agency, but stolen by Sir Dominic, and going off the head of one of the Quackheads players. So now sending it out mid, but just going to bounce around the midline here for a second, while Gob tries to find this bounce shot, but Stotey reads it beautifully. And now going to be taken by Stotey, who tries to find this pass through National Agency, and Will tries for the bounce shot, and there's the 3 for National Agency, just sneaking that one through. And oh wow, that is a beautiful shot from National Agency. And I can already tell you what Boop's going to reply from that. Yep, there you go. And Gob trying to pass this one through, but just missing his teammate there through the Geo at mid. And Gob trying to get this pass over to Irony Man. Back to middleman now. A lot of men for Quackheads as this the boss tries to take this one through, and he will for the 2. And now 6-point deficit. We saw them come back from this earlier. Can Quackheads do it again in round 3? I want your yay or nay in chat if Quackheads is going to be able to bring this back again. And it seems like they will, at least for the steal, but they are going to get stunned away by Stotey. Good brawl play there. The National Agency tries to find the 3 and will find it off the bounce on the post. Just some more great 3s coming through from National Agency. And middleman passing through to Gob, trying to find Irony Man, and some quick passing coming through, finding the player on the back line. The 3-point comes through, and it will be in. And that's a brilliant play by Quackheads, baiting out that stack, immediately taking the 3. And that's just some great positioning overall from Quackheads. So Dominic here, trying to find Stotey on this joust, and Will. Stotey just walking this one through and leaving the man unmarked, but that's a brilliant save from middleman, stopping Alpha from bringing their lead any closer. And now Gob trying to get this clear, will indeed, but the stack from Alpha's already back, and this pressure from Quackheads comes through. But it won't be quite enough to stop the offensive play altogether. In fact, this 3-point shot will come through, but not online now. National Agency trying to put pressure on the goalie. Will do. And Stotey takes this one for the 2 again. I'll just clarify there. The gravity match is not getting casted. It'll say on the right side, on the casters list, you'll see my name pop up, or anyone's name pop up, if that game is being streamed, and if not, it'll just be blank. And can confirm. And Gob trying to get this one up, but not able to take the 3 players on there from Alpha, not able to find enough time for a pass either. And Alpha trying to find as much time as they can. In fact, no, they're just going to go for a clear and boost. Martin trying to find this 3, and will indeed. And the shots are on point for Alpha. And yeah, on the matches page, it says, it does say all the matches, even if it's not being casted. Shows all of the matches. And the boss is going to try and... They're going to have to do something very quickly here. But Alpha reading the play from Quackheads and immediately getting this clear and boost through. Finding the disc on the other end as well. National Agency trying to get this back pass here to Stotey, just missing him though. And this is where they really have to capitalise on these. They're going to have to score some very quick threes, very quick succession. And National Agency is going to try and clear that. Prevent any of that from happening. And another 3-point opportunity, but missed there by Alpha. Middleman trying to get the clear. Will indeed. But can they find the disc on the other end? No, it's going to be Alpha's stack again. The same pattern that we saw earlier is Quackheads now. They're trying to beat Alpha to these clear and boost. It's just not working. The strongest point that Quackheads had earlier on were the passing plays. Trying to pass it around the stack of Alpha. That was really working for them in the second half of round 2. The clear and boosts aren't working. The Alpha stack is just too quick. Stotey getting this pass over. Sir Dominic just missing his hands though. And at this point, it's looking pretty dark for Quackheads. And a couple of stuns at the midline only benefits Alpha because it means it's just wasting more time. 30 seconds on the clock. National Agency tries to take this one through and he will again. Yet another 2-pointer. And absolutely. Lowrider asking, was the game Quack stuck close? It absolutely was. Quackheads came up on a comeback from I think it was 8-0 at one point. They brought it back, and it was a very, very close match. And this pass comes through. There's a valiant attempt for the last couple points, but Alpha destroying in the first and third round. Quackheads find the second in that clutch play, but just not enough in the third round. Unfortunately, not able to find their rhythm. So good job by Alpha, and of course that amazing stack that they have is just absolutely, seems almost unstoppable. It was not a duck hunt. But yeah, Quackheads were able to find that 3 to bring them ahead. Sorry, no, they found a couple of 2s at the very end. And they were able to secure the second round, and it was a pretty hard comeback. The Omega Alpha match is indeed about to be casted, and it should be getting off pretty soon. With that being said, I've been Swift, and we're gonna get this one ended very shortly because we've got the Omega versus Alpha right here, and I left the match because I'm an idiot. So see you all in a few minutes. Hello everybody and welcome to VR Master League once again. I'm Swift and joining me in the Castles booth is Palidore. So what's going on?
Oh, hi. Hello, chat, and hello, viewers. I'm just getting up into the first cast for today for me, but I know Swift's been busy here, and Alpha, they've been busy as well, coming in off that win in 3 rounds versus Quackheads. Is that right?
Yeah, and they had the first and third round was very convincing win for Alpha, but weirdly in the second round, Quackheads were able to pull a pretty big comeback. But it didn't really work out in the third round. But now we've got Alpha versus Omega, and Alpha carrying that momentum into this game. And I just noticed this teams are on the wrong sides.
Well, how inconvenient of them, but the first shot is going to be just off the mark there. Also being told I might be a little bit quiet. I'll try to speak up. Maybe Swift can turn me up. Either way, we're going to turn it up here as we get off started with Omega and Alpha. It's going to be a shot saved by Taco.
And this one being taken now, cleared away by Matty. Trying to be on the stack. Emil floating lonely here for Omega, but not able to collect the disc in time. But BK getting the stun will be able to recollect. That's a great pass to Taco on Thursday behind the goal, finding those 2 points.
Oh yeah, that was a nice pass up there, just swinging it down from the underarm, just fling. Thought you were gonna go for a goal. Nope. Get the pass, an even easier deuce.
And volume should be good now. Just let me know in the chat if that is fine. And Stotey finding this past to Martin, but this clear, not quite making it through for National Agency. He's going to get stunned away by BK. And this clear coming through, but no stack yet for Omega, and Alpha's going to take this one at the back line.
All right, so over to Dominic, but just missing the catch there. So BK not going to miss those hands. It's Sir Dominic there with a stun, getting the clear, the boost, the grab, just the overshoot, unfortunately. So Maddie trying to eye down the back pass, but it's going to bounce. Maybe fortunately there to Taco. Had a little bit of time, instead intercepted here by Martin.
And now BK finding that intercept, and not quite the passes coming through for Alpha, but the stack is certainly still on point. National Agency finding the disc there at the back line. Hopefully they're able to recover this and try and respond to that goal that Omega gave them at the start of the round.
And being stunned there, though, BK. So Martin trying to grab the disc, wrangle it, and send it over to Stody, who's on that bottom side, up to the ceiling now, cut off, but some good punches again, a lot of stuns. And some maneuvering cleverly from Dominic, but a zinger just rocketing past that disc, or that goal, and now into the other end.
And trying to find the goal from the behind the back shot. It's actually very difficult to read if you're a goalie, because you can't really see where the hand's going. So I guess that was the thought process behind that. But the National Agency finding Sir Dominic on the ceiling now. It's kind of a 1-on-3, but Sir Dominic takes it anyway, slowing that shot in for the 2.
Yeah, Sir Dominicked it and then got it. So that's a nice shot, as he did have some options maybe on the teammates. You've noticed the defense just draped all over him. Didn't really matter. Finally got the goal. It's tied up here 3 minutes into the first round.
Yeah, and Alpha still finding that momentum from the game that they won before. Clearly with their stacks, it's so quick from Alpha. So Dominic tries to take this one through, but just finding the post there. And now Matty to BK, and BK for the clear for Omega. The stack not quite on right just yet, but a couple of stuns will bring Emil the disc. BK recollecting in the bubble, and now Omega with another 2.
Yeah, I love that recognition from Emil there, noting that, had not too much time, so went for a bounce shot attempt, but also knowing that the teammates behind were about to catch up to it regardless, so gave it a chance to go in, but also gave it a good chance to be rebounded thanks to that soft bounce.
Yeah, and I was talking to Taco for quite a lengthy amount of time after a scrim the other day, and
On Thursday?
it was indeed. I think yesterday wasn't Thursday, was it? Might taking the day.
So Taco said what now?
He was explaining how their plays they plan ahead a lot of the time, and it clearly does show. Their almost every single decision that they make is pretty on point, and even if it takes a little bit longer for them to make the decision, as soon as they execute it, it's always pretty beautiful plays coming out of Omega, and I mean it really shows with little things like that. You can just pick apart.
Oh yeah, definitely. You see a lot of the top teams across the league and any region doing a lot of the same kind of thing where, those comms are so important, being collected and knowing what the next move is. In fact, thinking 2 steps ahead, 3 steps ahead before moves get made does make the difference, especially when things get scrambled sometimes, a little bit quick, a little bit chaotic. Just having that, the knowledge of, we can slow it down, we can figure out exactly how we want to set this up and then just try and execute.
Yeah, I mean, you can compare it a lot to chess. It's very similar thing. You think ahead and then you execute a lot of moves in a very short amount of time, and it makes for a very graceful play. And that's what Omega are really doing this game. Not to say that any of the other teams aren't doing it. This passing play coming through for Alpha, but just missing his teammate there. National Agency not quite able to find it. The clear coming through, and the stack from Omega already made. So Taco now finding the disc and trying to find the 3, and indeed he will. Just slinging that one out. And again, these stuns at the back line for Omega really working to stop the stack from Alpha.
Yeah, really nice job just on the connection on the shot. Not the easiest one in the world, necessarily. Just kind of that fling from the fade. But then again, I do see there's actually several players in Europe who do have interesting releases on their shots, I've noticed.
Oh yeah, I mean, to be clear, oh, this one almost coming through, and Emil trying to find it on the rebound. But I mean, in particular, just in this game alone, I mean, National Agency's got a very interesting throw. He throws like a frisbee with the backhand shot, and yeah, there are plenty of different ways to throw, and it really shows with the diversity. People not just sticking to one thing. National Agency, speaking of, gets the steal, but not quite able to find it in time.
And now a slap clear will just reach the midst of Stody in the backfield. Just looking up high, up top, that is to the teammate there, Dominic. Now another score indeed. That's at least the third goal, I think, second or third goal, and both of them for Dominic here. Then National Agency opting for that zinger over to him, but just nice straight string of passes corner to corner, gets the defense off balance, and it's what you need to do. Oftentimes, you recognize you have the defense all out of the bubble, just collapse on them, don't let them leave them the chance to come back.
Yeah, and Matty's trying to find this pass, a deep pass indeed, to BK, but won't find it. A little bit too long there, but this clear coming through for Alpha. They're really trying to use this clear and boost strategy to their advantage. They know how that stack from Sir Dominic and National Agency is. They know how fast it is, and they're trying to use it to their advantage. It really worked for them last game. It seems to be working for them this game as well. Trying to find a couple passes, but just missing the hands of Sir Dominic, and BK recollecting now for Omega.
All right, so still some time to go. There's the stacks coming in pretty hot from all involved. Some stuns as well from Maddie, contesting 2-3 different players for Alpha. And now the back tap here to Stody. Stody needs to get it out, but has it stolen out instead. And that's going to be just a potential walk-in goal, but tough angle and couldn't connect on the pass. So now National Agency with the stun, now the clear, now the boost. And this could be very, very important, especially with that goal open, if they can hurry up here and maybe have a chance to tie it up. But losing the handles initially, and now on the second try, it will be straight in, right down the middle of the goal. 7 apiece.
Seeing a very good story about in the chat, and Waffle Broth joining VRML after hearing some stuff from casters apparently. So appreciate that. That's half of our job.
Yeah, that's great to hear all the participation, the interaction, and definitely try to do that with the chat as much as we can. But right there, got to chat about that goal because that's just a wide open one conceded, and 3-point lead right back for Omega, undoing that damage in just 11 seconds into that joust.
And Omega not letting Alpha have any of it. No lead for you, and finding the 3 indeed, and that's going to be very difficult for Alpha to answer back from. And this pressure from Omega, they're using the stack to try and intercept both passes, albeit not working this time. And actually, it's going to be Sir Dominic trying to walk this one through, mishandling the disc though, and Taco going to push out of goal to slap this one away. Now Omega trying to find a stack, and they will indeed. Trying to find it this time, and in fact they will! And Emil will find the three-pointer from 12 meters away.
Now that is some ice right there for sure. Another three back-to-back, that time 23 seconds into the round, and that will more than likely secure it for Omega here. So that is just great opening round. I mean, came down to really the last 90 seconds. It was just those two ending threes there that did him in.
Yeah, and I mean Omega will find a lot of momentum into the second round because of that. Just two consecutive threes, that can really do a lot for your team. And oh, this ding coming through for Alpha, just trying to find some points towards the end of the round to maybe build something up into round 2, but just missing off of the post, and it'll be 13-7.
Yeah, so 13-7 favoring Omega here, and a nice effort contributed forward there by Taco and BK. Both of them 5 points apiece. So then you have 3 for Emil, and Maddie no points, but a pair of assists, so just helping out, facilitate, as well as a couple of saves, so helping defend. A lot of nice stuff coming in from them. And for Alpha's team, I mean, 4 points for Sir Dominic. You have Stody with a 3 as well. Martin III with an assist, and National Agency with a couple of assists. So again, that distribution. But a lot of stuns you can see really favoring Omega as well here.
Yeah, Omega know that the strength of Alpha is definitely their stack, and Alpha know that, Omega know that. It's just who can counter each other's playstyle. It seems like Omega have figured out a playstyle similar, well, not similar, kind of in between the playstyle of Gravity and Phantoms, and definitely not just recalling what Taco told me a couple days ago, but no, you can definitely see it. The stacks, the stack coming through, as well as the stuns at the back, and it's not just pure stack. Like, I mean, not to say Gravity is just pure stack. There's a lot more to it than that, but there's a very distinct playstyle, and Omega are kind of in between, and it seems like they found a pretty good sweet spot. They're actually competing very well against Gravity, who of course won last season. So they're definitely performing very well, despite being a fairly new roster, as this gets slung away by Omega, and in fact they will find the 3 points on the other end after that stack.
So that is dating back to the last round. That's 3 threes in a row, and I want to say about a 40, 45, 50 second span. I mean, no time at all. So really keeping the pedal to the metal. They're keeping really fast on the stacks and just exposing those goals, or getting those exposed goals, I should say, for the 3-point shot over and over now.
Yeah, and Stoty's trying to find this one, just walk it a little bit slower now, but the stack coming through for Omega, and clear and boost coming through. Matty having trouble finding Emil, and BK getting stunned away, but Matty gonna take it and sling it in from behind the back and behind the goal.
Nearly missed it there even, but yeah, crafty move to finish, leaving it there. Oops, saying I'm so quiet. I'm so sorry. But yeah, they're just continuing to roll now. That is 11 straight points here for Omega.
It's very weird, because for me, it's showing you in the yellow, and I'm also in the yellow, so there shouldn't be an issue there, but that's very weird.
Maybe it's just my fluctuations, maybe. I don't know. Gotta keep it alive here. But at the moment, Alpha, they're the team needing to stay alive and try to get some of those stacks going. I would say in the first round, they had the faster stacks for the first half, maybe 2/3 of it. But then Omega just started getting faster and faster, and now they're not stopping. So Alpha definitely trying to get that back together, not concede another goal here, but just a good cross pass will not get the goal.
Yeah, Mill just not quite able to find that, as pressured by Alpha, and now Martin trying to get this through to National Agency, and a very quick pass comes through, but the shot isn't there. Omega are able to recollect here, but not for long, as the stack comes through yet again for Alpha, and putting a lot of pressure on here. National Agency able to find that after hiding behind the block. Now trying to find some offense for Alpha, but not quite getting any, as this shot comes through for Omega, almost finds the net, and now trying to find on the stack, Matty trying to put some pressure onto the defense of Alpha as they sling this out for a clear and boost.
And Omega, there you go, right back to the stack, getting there with efficiency, looking for a pass that's slightly off balance, will still eventually find the hands of BK somewhere along the way there. And Alpha already in the midline, prepared for the stack, but missing that first grab, so going to delay the efforts a little bit more, maybe even yet again as Maddie sails on in, trying to contest double stuns, both on these blue players here for Alpha, and now going to Emil, handoff and dunk through. Nice from Emil to BK.
And they just had that play set out for so long. You saw BK wait on the shield and just wait for the pass to go under the goal and then wait for that cross pass. And they just know what they're going to do so far in advance. And it's really really coming alive for them in this second round, and indeed for the first as well. So Stokey tries to find this pass to the National Agency, and he'll be left with a back pass here to Martin. They're Alpha are gonna really have to try and kick something up and change something here to try and counter Omega a little bit, as it's what they're doing at the moment. It doesn't seem to be working as well as it did against Quackheads.
Yeah, and just seems a little bit of miscommunication there, perhaps trying to go for a pass into the bubble. Meanwhile, the teammate was going for the stun. So just little tiny mistakes like that, costing them a little extra time here. But of course, still with 6 minutes left. So not out of the hands of any kind of comeback. Just need to execute a couple good passing plays here. They'll be right back in it.
And Stokey's just try and take his time though. Martin the third not expecting the pass, I don't think, and just mishandling the disc a little bit. And BK finding this at the back line for Omega, able to get this clear and boost through. Taco and Matty trying to find the disc, and Matty will indeed, and he'll find it. Oh, not quite an open three, as Martin goes for the interception and gets it. Stokey now with the clear, and with the stack coming through from Alpha, but the shot just missed. They really need to take advantage of these situations where they have a goal that they could get, and this one coming from Matty, and he's going to try and clear this one again for Omega.
And had a couple of these now, these nervous 3-point shots where you think maybe it's going to go, but then there's someone right in the way. I mean, here goes again. That time just the block in the way, the little island there, as Taco gets stunned out here. So Sir Dominic with National Agency in tow, but unfortunately throwing it into the hands, but actually right back now to Alpha. So still a chance that they collect their stacks once again. The goal is momentarily open, but then right back to BK, right down the midfield. And there's a very, very fast boosted pair of players and just a trio on the scoreboard again. They're up to 10.
Yeah, and finding so many threes this game. It's very rare to see this amount of 3-pointers compared to 2s in such a high-paced game like this. But Omega, they're finding so many stuns onto Alpha's stack that they really do have the time. And oh no, missing the grab. And Stokey's not going to get there fast enough, but the slap from Emil isn't on target. Oh dear.
Little too casual there, but the double knockout, so not paying for it yet, but still might. Anchoring off the hesitation, the backboard play will not be made, and now sent into the side wall. So Alpha, very fortunate on that entire situation there, and might still yet get an open three as a result, and there it is. So Stody makes it through, and most unlikely of plays.
I don't recall who it was. It was either BK or Emil. Missed a slap. Gonna be getting some stick from their teammates, and it was Emil. And oh no.
Yeah, just gotta be careful for sure. I mean, they're still up by 7, so it's not going to hurt them too much in the long haul. But of course, you never know. Alpha might be feeling some good momentum based off that, and they can still make a run here.
Yeah, and I mean, just imagine the play where they lose by 1 point because of that. Or they might even lose by 3. Who knows? There's 3 minutes remaining. It's still anybody's game, really. And Alpha just have to try and find their rhythm here, as they got some momentum from that, and they will indeed from the save as well from Stody, and the clear and boost coming through, but the clear isn't quite on target, just bouncing off the block at the bottom of the tunnel. And so Dominic losing the disc to this Omega stack, but able to get this clear, and in fact a pass through, and another clear and boost coming through, but Omega are already back, and they make the clear all the way to the other end and force Alpha to actually overshoot that, and Matty finding the disc and trying to find this pass down to Emil will indeed. Emil trying to find trying to find this walk up for the, seems like a 104, but the pass not quite there. A good read from Alpha, and now the clear comes through.
That was nice from National Agency in the defense too, trying to be kind of baited out there. The shot, if that went through, that would have been a big momentum boost. But I do like the patience even on the jukes, not to dive too headstrong into it. Give them some time here as a good pass goes through, but tapping it out now. Sir Dominic recovery, the dunk off the nice alley-oop. It's a 5-point match. Less than 2 minutes here in the second round. Alpha trying to make that comeback a reality.
Yeah, and I mean the stun comes through to National Agency, but they can't forget about him just yet, as he's still an open pass as soon as he comes unstunned, and he does take advantage of that. Now Alpha finding half of Omega's points. Can they find the other half with this momentum that they've built up?
I said alley-oop, not alley koala bear, but also high. Over here, though, will be taken back by the almost missed or almost made shot by Maddie. They're still gonna get a regrab here, and now look at the positioning, midline and the bow tie. So, like you said, they have a really nice spacing on the floor and some control being shown. It's a cross pass, goes over and then right under the goalkeeper.
Yeah, and just so difficult for Alpha to defend against once they get that plan in their head of what they're gonna do. Once they have the formation up front, it's just so difficult to stop this attack from Omega. I mean, especially when their passes right now are looking so clean, and they're rarely making big mistakes. And it seems like as well on the other end, Alpha are having some 3-point opportunities on open goals that they really weren't missing last game, but they won't miss that one, and they could pull this back. Although I need tutorial bot over here to tell me if there's enough time.
That or Dimwey's usually got the mathematical time, but really about winding down, it might be too little too late, unfortunately. It's really, just tough because of that. You know, the second half, I would say certainly more in the favor of Alpha overall in terms of that momentum. They got some good open looks. There were a few mistakes coming in from Omega, not too many, but just enough to give them some room. But yeah, really just being able to ice it still in the end and have enough of a, one more shot, have enough of a buffer there for Omega to indeed go over Alpha here in 2 rounds. So nice win for them, 12-8. And so as we do redirect to the scoreboard off that victory, you can just see it was a strong effort all around from Omega, but a lot of point totals coming in from a couple different players. It's 12 points for BK. He had 8 for Taco on Thursday. But look at that, 3 assists apiece for BK, Emil, and Maddie. That's a number I love to see, along with the 4 saves from Maddie and the 47 stuns from him as well. Big numbers.
Yeah, and just the saves coming through as well for Alpha. The 4 for Matt in the third, and 2 for Sir Dominic and Stoty. 4 for Matty on Omega, and 1 for Taco and BK as well. But I'd say what's more notable about Omega is Matty's 47 stuns, because it really was, and it wasn't just Matty stopping Alpha's stack. They essentially stopped Alpha's biggest advantage right out of the gate. They knew exactly what they were going to do. They knew that they had to stop the stacks, and they did just that. And I mean, it really worked out for them. They kind of won that game, not just with the clean passes and etc., but they just won with strategy, pretty much.
Yeah, it was 112 stuns to about 73 there on these stat sheets. So really just neutralizing, but also, like you said, doing good work with the rest of the players on the Omega team to still take advantage of a second stack. So even if they were delaying, partially on one end, they still had another stack prepared to go, getting the disc back. It was really those open goals we saw towards the last minute of gameplay in that first round, where it was a couple open threes in a row. They opened round 2 the same way, another open 3, and it was a lot of that kind of made the difference.
Absolutely, and with that being said, and also Ali Koala Bear with that Prime sub, thank you so much for all the amazing support, and of course for all of you in the chat. I've been Swift.
Thanks for that.
I've been Swift, that's from Palidore, and we hope you tune in not only tomorrow for venues, but later today for the American matchups as well. And yeah, any last words?
Yeah, just to echo what you said, venues tomorrow going to be fun. Don't forget that'll be at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. BST, and it will be the best possible time. So join us for that for sure tomorrow. Have a few good matches lined up for you there with Illuminati and Spaghetti. We have Smash Dash and Alpha, and we have Ignite versus Ice. So that'll be fun as always. Quick thanks to our sponsors, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Rebuff Reality, Fixed Gaming, and VRware, of course. And yes, I think other than that, that'll do it for me. Thanks again for the Twitch Prime there to Ali, as well as all the follows I see in the last few hours there from all the players stopping by and all the new viewers. It's been fun. But yeah, I think I'm good now, Swift. Would you like to carry it out?
Alright, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.